For investors, it's turning out to be a nightmare of a week, and retirees relying on superannuation could face a big hit, with $130 billion wiped off the share market in just 3 days. Stocks fell another 2.3% today, bringing total losses for the week to around 6%. That followed a drop of more than 2,000 points on Wall Street after health authorities warned of an outbreak in the US. All types of companies are now suffering, and not just on the stock exchange, with many raising concerns that the impact will be long-term. Andrew Robertson reports.
While another day of bloodletting on the stock market grabbed the headlines, pain from coronavirus is being felt in the real world, such as outdoor game designer Peter Nichol. He's worried it could be many months before his suppliers in China can fill his orders.
It'd be disastrous, because if we don't have product, we've got nothing to sell.
Peter Nichol is concerned that even when China's factories do get back on their feet, they'll be focusing on their bigger customers in the United States.
What might normally take 2 to 3 months could take as far as 6 months.
Retailers exposed to China are also having a torrid time. Fantastic Furniture shares shedding another 11% today. The Reject Shop down 10%, electronic seller Kogan and Mosaic, the owners of Rivers and Noni B, off 7%. At Australia's biggest retailer, Woolworths, concerns are growing about Big W's ability to get what it needs from China.
We'd have to say the world has changed in 4 days, and it might change yet again. Let's all agree in the next week.
Like Qantas, Virgin Australia is being hit hard by the coronavirus-caused downturn in travel. It's axing 7 planes from its fleet, 5 of them from budget carrier Tiger Air, and says the coronavirus cost will be up to $75 million.
It is a resilient industry. It bounces back pretty quickly. And I think the ability to weather the storm is the most important part of any airline at the moment.
What caused markets to tank today was a warning from the United States Centre for Disease Control and Prevention that coronavirus may spread in the States. The Australian market has seen around $120 billion wiped away in just 3 sessions, and many people are now looking hard at the likely impact on their superannuation.
The second half of the year should probably be pretty decent for superannuation returns, because the outlook for the global economy is still pretty positive.
But that may change if coronavirus's global march can't be stopped. Andrew Robertson, ABC News.
That pot of gold remains elusive.
You promised last year, in fact you talked about the budget's back in black already. You produced ads with back in black. The Liberal Party even released back in black coffee cups. Are you embarrassed by that hubris?
Well, we're back in balance, and no one can ever take that away from us.
The Treasurer laying the groundwork for humble retreat.
Back on track and back in the black.
On the election campaign boast that came with its own soundtrack. A return to surplus unravelling due to the drought, bushfires and now the coronavirus.
Our concern now is the number of countries outside of China making it more likely that we will have further outbreaks in Australia.
The Chief Medical Officer making it clear that a World Health Organisation declaration of a pandemic would not necessarily trigger drastic measures.
If a pandemic is declared, but we're in containment in Australia, we will just continue what we're doing now. It's just a label.
But are plans in place if containment's impossible? Large gatherings would be cancelled, people told to work from home, elective surgery suspended, intensive care beds increased, mortuary services prioritised, aged care homes locked down and childcare centres closed.
Children are influenza, the super spreaders.
Those infected would be quarantined, by force if necessary.
Both the states and the Commonwealth have power.
But we're not there yet.
There is no reason to change anything you do, wear masks or behave in a way that is different from normal. But we are preparing.
When the government of a sporting nation like Australia is working out whether it should be sending athletes to the Tokyo Olympics in July, you know it's serious. In this country, Olympic medals are held dearer than political baubles like budget surpluses. Andrew Probyn, ABC News, Canberra.